Intro. There are places in history that shine like beacons of human knowledge, and among them, none is more legendary than the Great Library of Alexandria, a place where the wisdom of the ancient world was gathered, preserved, and studied. A place where scholars dreamed of unlocking all the mysteries of the universe. And yet it vanished. What really happened to the lost Library of Alexandria? And what knowledge was erased from human history forever? Chapter 1, Birth of a Legend. The story begins in the 3rd century BCE, when Alexander the Great's empire stretched across much of the known world. After his death, one of his generals, Ptolemy I, took control of Egypt and founded the Ptolemaic dynasty. His son, Ptolemy II Philadelphus, dreamed of making Alexandria not just the political capital of Egypt, but the intellectual capital of the world. And so the Great Library was born. The goal was audacious: to collect all the knowledge in existence, every book, every scroll, every piece of writing from every land. Chapter 2, Knowledge Collection. The library was part of a larger complex called the Mausoleum, or Temple of the Muses. It wasn't just a library, it was a research institution, university, and cultural center all at once. Ships that docked in Alexandria were searched, their books and scrolls were seized, copied, and stored in the library. It is said the library may have contained 400,000 to 700,000 scrolls, a staggering number for the ancient world. Among these were works of mathematics, astronomy, medicine, philosophy, geography, literature, an entire map of human thought. Imagine: lost plays of Sophocles, unknown works of Aristotle, ancient knowledge of distant lands and forgotten civilizations. Chapter 3, Great Minds. The Library of Alexandria was more than a building full of scrolls. It was alive with ideas. Some of the greatest minds of antiquity worked there. Euclid, the father of geometry; Eratosthenes, who calculated the circumference of the earth with remarkable accuracy; Hero of Alexandria, who invented early steam engines and automata; Hypatia, one of the first recorded female scholars, who taught philosophy and mathematics. In Alexandria, science and philosophy were not separate. They were united in the pursuit of truth. Chapter 4, Destruction. And yet, the fate of the library remains one of history's greatest tragedies. What really destroyed it? There is no single answer. Instead, the library seems to have suffered multiple disasters over centuries. One story blames Julius Caesar, whose troops set fire to ships in Alexandria's harbor in 48 BCE. The flames may have spread to nearby warehouses where scrolls were stored. Another story blames Emperor Aurelian, who attacked the city in the 3rd century CE. Later, some say Christian zealots destroyed pagan knowledge in the 4th century. Still others blame the Muslim conquest in the 7th century, though many historians doubt this version. The truth is likely more complex. The library declined slowly, eroded by war, politics, and neglect. Chapter 5, What We Lost. The greatest tragedy is not the fire, but the silence. We may never know exactly what knowledge is complete. Some historians believe lost scrolls might have contained records of vanished civilizations, ancient maps of the world, medical knowledge centuries ahead of its time, philosophical works that could have reshaped history. Imagine if humanity had gained access to this wisdom 1,000 years earlier. Would the Industrial Revolution have happened in the Roman Empire? Could diseases have been cured long before the modern age? Chapter 6, Legacy. Though the library itself was lost, its spirit lived on. Much of Greek knowledge survived in copies preserved in other libraries, and later translated by Islamic scholars during the golden age of the Abbasid Caliphate. From Baghdad to Cordoba, knowledge spread again, eventually fueling the European Renaissance. The dream of Alexandria, to gather all the world's knowledge, is echoed today in digital projects like Wikipedia, the Internet Archive, and global scientific collaboration. Chapter 7, Symbol of Hope. In 2002, the Bibliotheca Alexandrina was opened in Egypt, near the site of the ancient library. It is a modern attempt to revive the dream, a library for the whole world, with millions of books and digital resources. Though we cannot bring back the lost scrolls, the Library of Alexandria remains a symbol, a reminder of both the fragility and the resilience of human knowledge. Conclusion. The Great Library of Alexandria was more than a building. It was humanity's first true attempt to gather, preserve, and share all knowledge. Its destruction reminds us how easily wisdom can vanish. but its legacy inspires us to keep searching, learning, and protecting what we know. Because in the end, knowledge is the greatest treasure of all. And here at Factstorm, we continue that tradition, keeping the storm of disco